What's going on, Rhino Nation? Oh, baby. For the shoe. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. The Colts are 5-1. I'm sorry, 6-1. 6-1. Jeez, it's just, what a crazy game. Awesome stuff. They destroyed the Chargers 38-24. The Chargers try to come back at the end to make the game interesting against that Colts defense that was a little weak sauce in the second half. But man, oh man, big time victory, big time complete game. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. 6-1 Colts. Oh man, are you guys believing it? Are you believing? You got to be believing. Everybody's got to be like, man, this Colts team is real. This Colts team is the real deal. Or we're going to hear more excuses. I feel like we're going to hear more excuses. Let's hear it. Let's hear it, people whining. Daniel Jones sucks. The Colts aren't good. Have you been watching them the first 7 weeks? Because you're not. You haven't. You maybe you're watching the highlights. Maybe you're reading something from your little world. I don't know. But the Colts are the real deal. They didn't have Ward. He's on IR. And that's hurting their secondary big time. But it's okay. They'll get by. Kenny Moore's back. He held his own today. It was beautiful. Glorious. Awesome stuff. Man, oh man. We got to start with the stud of the day. The stud of the night. You all know who it is. You all know who it was. You know the man. This guy may be MVP. He's definitely going to be Offensive Player of the Year. He's got to be Offensive Player of the Year, if not MVP. A running back, Jonathan Taylor. Holy cow. 16 carries, 94 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Yes, 3 touchdowns. Another 3 touchdown performance. All on the ground. He averaged 5.9. Pretty solid. Pretty darn solid. But 3 more touchdowns. He did this 3 times this year in the 7 games. 3 games. He had 3 touchdowns. Holy crap. This is the most dynamic running back in the league. He is pounding it and running away with it, blowing teams out. JT MVP, JT MVP, JT MVP. You gotta love this guy. He's amazing, phenomenal. The big 2.8 on the Colts. I mean, I love Marshall Faulk with 2.8, but holy crap. Jonathan Taylor dominating a 3 touchdown performance again. This year again. What are you guys missing? What are you guys not seeing? What are you guys seeing that's not happening? I don't know. You guys are off there in Fantasyland thinking these Colts are terrible, but they blew out the Chargers 38-24. They have an average of 32.3 coming in, and now they got another 38. They swung on Jim Harbaugh and this defense. And Mack was back. Khalil Mack was back, and he got a sack against Daniel Jones, the only one of the day that the offensive line let up. So Mack got a sack, but it doesn't matter. They tore him up. Why does JT not get attention? I don't know. I got nothing, Kyle. I got nothing. But welcome in Luke and George and Steve and Kyle. It doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make a half a lick of sense. Nothing. Daniel Jones, 22-34. A lot of incompletions, a lot of throwaways, because the Chargers actually got some pressure. They got a decent amount of pressure here and there on Jones, but he wisely throws it away. And he had an over 80 QBR, which was fourth in the league this week. Pretty darn solid. He moved up higher in his QBR, but he moved to second place for the first time through 7 weeks. Daniel Jones is not the best QBR. Dak freaking Prescott took over the highest QBR in the league. Dak Prescott. Unreal. But anyway, 288 yards passing for Daniel Jones, 2 touchdowns, no turnovers, doing Daniel Jones-like things. Not the old Daniel Jones, the new Daniel Jones, the good Daniel Jones, the improved Daniel Jones, the Daniel Jones that throws the ball with accuracy, makes good, fast, quick decisions, could read the offense, could read the defense. He knows what's happening. Of course he reads the offense. It's his offense. This guy is so freaking good. It's amazing. He went from nothing. He went from a 0 to a hero, and he's dominating these teams. What up, Philly? Man, oh man. Oh, life is a simulation when the Colts haven't lost. They have one loss, but they should have beat the Rams. That flukeness with A.D. Mitchell was nonsense. But the defense sucks. The defense, they're injured and they need to get healthy. Yeah, their defense isn't the best, but they had 2 interceptions. 2 interceptions on defense. They had Grover Stewart bat the ball, went up, and he's like, bang, and he gets the interception. So Grover Stewart with a huge interception, that was big time. And then Nick Cross in the end zone had an interception to stop some points. So that's what you need. A defense that may bend. They broke in the second half a bunch, but they got some turnovers, which were huge, and that helped them beat the Chargers because they were able to let up because that's how far ahead the Colts were. So they destroyed them, and they did get 3 sacks as well. They weren't amazing. Buckner had 2 sacks. He's a stud on defense today. He was the main stud right up the middle. Bow, 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 all over Herbert. And then Latu got a sack around the outside. Little setup from Buckner, and Latu around the blind side. Bam. Yeah, nobody's a fan of Dak Prescott, but he is having a great year. And the Cowboys might be rising on up. But, yeah, so the defense, pretty crappy, pretty terrible. But this is why the Colts have to go and call the Bengals. Hendrickson is on the block. What do you want? What do you want? We'll trade you for Hendrickson. Hey, Raiders. Hey, you know that guy in the defensive line you have? What's his name? Maxi Baum. I don't know. Whatever his name is. Crosby. Let's go. Get him. Give up a first-round pick. Give him 2 first-round picks. First-round pick this year and next year, and throw in Kwity Paye. Boom. We'll give up a first this year and a first and third next year. Or a first this year and maybe, I don't want to do it, Alec Pierce, because he's in a contract too. I don't want to give up Pierce. I like him. He's coming through. He's adding that deep ball for Daniel Jones. But I don't think we can give it to Alec Pierce. I take that back. I mean, maybe they give up somebody else. They can't give up Pierce. They need him for that deep ball. He makes the plays downfield. He comes back from the concussion last week, and this week he had 5 catches, 98 yards. They have to keep the defense honest because Jones loves the short stuff and the intermediate stuff. And Pierce goes deep, and he's got that shot downfield. You don't want Crosby. You don't want to see Crosby leaving? Yeah, I know. I want the Colts to get somebody, though, because that's what they're missing. They need more push because Paye, Latu, Abukum, and Lewis, Adebawore, Gallimore, but Grover Stewart and Buckner up the middle are nice, but their young secondary and injured secondary needs help, and needs help fast. And it comes from the defensive line. But I like what Lou Anarumo's doing, and they stuffed the Chargers in the first half. They definitely did. But the second half, it was touchdown after touchdown after touchdown, because Herbert was able to get away, create more time, and hit the man open. But another stud of the day, 4 catches, 69 yards, and a touchdown for this guy, Tyler Warren. Let's go. The rookie. I got my jersey in, people. I got this bad boy in. Tyler Warren. Love it. I'm going to rock this bad boy next week when they destroy the Titans. I thought he was going to have a 100-yard performance. He got some catches early. Only 4 for 69, the touchdown. Only 4th touchdown of the season. 3rd receiving, and he's got 1 on the ground. So 4 total touchdowns, my boy. Tyler Warren, thank you, Bears. Thank you, Bears. Unbelievable. Man, then Jonathan Taylor, not only did he have 94 yards rushing, but he had 3 for 38 through the air. This guy is dominating on touchdowns. He's a playmaker. He's a stud. He's hitting the holes and gone. So he's getting a lot of those breakthrough runs and to the house. That's what this guy's doing. Last year he didn't have that, so he had one of the lowest averages of his career last year, but he bounced back hardcore this year, so JT is a stud. JT MVP. Yeah, buddy. Man, oh man. YouTube ads puts do, re, mi, la, tito, la, fito, rhinos, money, pockets, nom, 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 nom. Yeah, buddy. So, another game by Amir Abdullah. He didn't do too much, but he had 1 run for a first down. That helped out, which is nice. I thought we were going to see more from Mo Ali Cox today. We didn't. With Josh Downs was out. So he was out, and I thought there was going to be more Warren, more Cox, but it wasn't so much. But Pierce came through deep. We had a good game for Pittman, 7 for 50 in the touchdown. So that was beautiful. That was awesome. He was making plays. He had a light week last week, so he bounced back. But this Colts team is solid. Now the problem that you guys are talking about is the defense. Like I said, first half, awesome. They were running away with it. They were 23-3. They were way ahead. And yeah, maybe the defense was backing up a little bit, but who knows? The Bears made a mistake again, Kyle, indeed. But Justin Herbert, He was 37 for 55, 420 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. But those 2 costly interceptions, that one in the end zone to Nick Cross, that was amazing. That was huge earlier in the game. Freaking huge. But Herbert, he had to throw the ball all over the place. The Colts stuffed the run. Herbert also led the team in rushing. So Herbert had 6 for 31. Vidal had 9 for 20, and Haskins 1 for 3. But man, the crazy guy on the Chargers that was always open, catching a ton of passes. I mean, everybody caught a ton of passes for the Chargers because they just had to keep throwing the ball because they were down by 1 million in the second half, throwing it everywhere. Gadsden, the tight end, had 7 for 164 yards and a touchdown. Gadsden. Gads, how many people have Gads? How many people know about Gadsden? Who's got him on their fantasy team? Nobody? This guy blew up the Colts. Gadsden. Keenan Allen, back from the Bears and tearing up for the Chargers. 11 catches, 119 yards, 1 catch. That guy's technical. He's a borderline Hall of Famer. Borderline. I don't think he gets in the Hall of Fame, but he's borderline. He's borderline. Lad McConkey, the young kid that I like over the middle, 9 for 67. It's crazy. Johnson had a crappy day, but he got in the end zone, 2 for 30, couple drops. Trey Harris, 2 for 23. But man, that Herbert slinging the ball everywhere. His elbow was hurting, that's for sure. Chargers are butt. No, they're a pretty darn good team, but they need their running backs back, and then they'll be dangerous. So they need to get Hampton back and back soon, and then they'll be back on the top there with the Broncos and the Chiefs, because that's going to get crazy. What up, Snowman? How about them Colts? They're on fire, 6-1. On fire, dominating the Chargers. It's glorious. Glorious. You guys got to start believing in these Colts. The other good thing that I liked, besides, the defense was rough, but the big thing for the Colts is penalties were way down. They only had 3 penalties for 42 yards. And that's what's been hurting the Colts and letting other teams stay in the game. So they're not beating themselves, and they're forcing the other teams to throw the ball everywhere, which they did. Herbert did. But only 3 penalties, 42 yards, awesome stuff. And one was a pass interference, was a little iffy. It was kind of shaky, so it should have been like 2, probably for, 20, 2 for 15, I don't even know. But 1 pass interference was kind of a weak call early in that game. But whatever, 3, even with that penalty, 3 for 42 is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Who you gonna call? Ghostbusters. What up, Steve? Welcome in. Offense is dominated. They can run the ball, pass the ball. I know they might be weak on wide receiver. They're missing downs, but Tyler Warren steps right in, dominating. He's the best tight end in the league. He's right there with McBride. I'm sorry. Him and McBride dominating teams. Domination. Holy cow. But the other thing that was good for the Colts on their drives, they end drives with touchdowns. That's huge. They don't want to set up for field goals. They were 3 for 3 on 4th down and short. So they were able to get those. They came through. The only problem is the Chargers were 3 for 4 on 4th down. So they kept coming through. The Colts couldn't stop them, but nobody can stop the Colts. 38 points. Even though the Chargers threw the ball all over the place, they still only had 24. Only 24. And that's because they were crushed in the first half. So, awesome stuff. Colts are looking good. You have to start believing. Tell your friends. Tell everybody the Colts are coming out. Colts are dominating. They're ready to go. So, penalties down and the sacks. Oh, that's the other thing. They're letting Herbert get away out of the pocket. They sacked him 3 times. Buckner 2, Latu 1. But I don't like how much time he has in the pocket. And then he has time, and then he's able to get outside the pocket. The Colts can't sack him, and he's throwing dimes because these wide receivers for the Chargers are good. They are good. McConkey and Allen are technical, and they'll make those catches down the sideline. They got perfect, foot placement and everything. They got it down. Johnston is the weaker wide receiver because he's got some stone hands, but he's also their deep threat, and he's big time as well. But Colts kept him in check for the most part. He did have a touchdown. The Chiefs. So the Colts went and beat the Chargers. They went and beat the Broncos, and they went and beat the Raiders in the AFC West. Now they just got to go and get the Chiefs. Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs are coming for you in a few weeks. The Colts now have the Titans next week, and they're going to smash them because Cam Ward's horrible. So they're going to go 7-1. 7-1 after next week, and then they got the Steelers. So Then they got the Steelers, and then I think the Falcons. And the Falcons' offense looked pretty bad. So those are all winnable games. They're going 7-1. And then Steelers, what did I just say? Steelers and then Chiefs. So, boom. These Colts are in great shape. Top of the division. The Jaguars lost, so the Colts are 2 games ahead. And they beat these AFC teams, which are huge wins. So all the teams in the AFC conference getting wins. Their one loss is to the Rams in the NFC. So this is good for the tiebreaker for the Colts in the seeding when it comes to playoff time, because they're dominating the AFC. So good stuff. And they're dominating the AFC West. And also common opponents with the Jaguars, just in case. The Rams beat the Colts and the Jaguars, which is good. So, then the Colts beat the Jaguars actually beat the Chiefs, though. So, but anyway, they're 2 games behind, so nothing to worry about. Bring it. Bring it. Come on. Colts, Steelers. Going to be a good one. Should be fun. We'll see how old man Rodgers does. He couldn't take down old man Flacco. Can he take down Daniel Jones? We'll see how that awesome defense does. The Bengals and Joe Flacco diced that defense, which was shocking. But the Colts offensive line usually does a good job. Give Daniel Jones time, and he will dissect you Flacco style. How are the Steelers stopping the run? We'll worry about that in a few weeks. But JT will run over everybody. JT, Daniel Jones, taking the Colts to the top. To the top. That's where the Colts are going. 6-1, 7-1 next week. Oh, man. And then they got the Falcons in Germany in a few weeks, November 9th. That one we're going to go and spank them. Spank them over there, too. Steelers defense sucks. They're crumbling. That defensive line was supposed to be good. How's that offensive line? They'll probably hold the Colts because they don't have the best defensive line. They're not getting much pressure. Get on the phone. The trading deadline's coming up in 2 weeks. We got 2 weeks to get a defensive end. Get a playmaker, a stud on the defensive front. Linebacker, Franklin and Pratt. We'll see how they do in the next 2 weeks, and you won't have to panic. Maybe then you'll have to panic to find another linebacker, but I want a pass rusher. We need somebody on the edge. We got the middle. We need Latu, Pay, and somebody else to pound these teams. Let's go Colts, rising to the top. What a weekend. It's glorious. The best team in the league right there with the Bucks. Gotta love it. Start to believe, people. Stop making excuses. No more excuses. No more. Stop it. I know you're going to keep doing it. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Colts going to be 7-1 after next week. Do we even have to do a show next week? Because I might as well do it now. Colts are 7-1. Who's better? Who's better? Nobody. Nobody. Going for the number 1 seed. Colts rising to the top. Rhino Nation! I'll see you tomorrow night covering both Monday night games. See